What if the moment you just lived never actually passed? What if the past is still happening right now, somewhere you cannot see? Physicists have found something impossible. The equations that describe our universe, the ones that predict planets, stars, even black holes, do not need time to flow at all. They work exactly the same whether time moves forward or backward. Nothing in the math demands a now. So where exactly does our sense of time come from? In 1905, Einstein shattered the idea of a universal clock ticking the same for everyone. Time, he showed, bends. A person near a black hole ages slower than someone far away. A traveler moving near light speed experiences fewer seconds than someone standing still. Time is not one river, it is a landscape, stretching differently for every observer. Two astronauts could leave Earth on the same day, live through the same number of heartbeats, and return to find decades had passed for one and only months for the other. Not science fiction. Measured, confirmed, real. Atomic clocks flown on jet planes have proven it again and again, but Einstein's revolution was only the beginning. Deep inside the equations of quantum gravity, something even stranger appears. When physicists try to combine Einstein's relativity with quantum mechanics, the variable representing time vanishes completely. Not slows down, not bends, it disappears from the equation entirely. This is called the problem of time, and it has haunted theoretical physicists for decades, from Princeton to Cambridge to Caltech. Imagine trying to build a clock inside a universe where the very concept of before and after quietly dissolves. That is the puzzle physicists now face, and no one has fully solved it. If time is not fundamental, then what are we actually experiencing? One leading idea says the universe is not a flow, but a frozen structure, a single unmoving shape containing every moment, your birth, this exact sentence, and your final breath, all existing simultaneously, side by side. Physicists call this the block universe. In it, the past is not gone. The future is not undecided. Everything simply is, permanently, like pages already written inside a book no one is turning. If that is true, free will becomes an illusion, and change becomes only a trick of perspective. Then why does time still feel so real to us? Why do we remember yesterday but never tomorrow? The answer may lie in something almost poetic. Entropy, the universe's slow drift toward disorder. Ice melts, stars burn out, coffee cools. A shattered glass never reassembles itself. This one-directional decay creates what physicists call the arrow of time. Our brains, built from atoms obeying this same arrow, can only form memories and the direction disorder increases. We do not experience time moving forward. We experience entropy increasing, and our minds simply call it the future. In other words, time may not be a property of the universe at all. It may be a property of us, a story told by matter arranged just complex enough to notice its own decay and to mourn the moments it feels slipping away. This idea grows even stranger, even more unsettling at the quantum level. Some physicists propose that time emerges from entanglement, the strange quantum connection linking distant particles instantly. In this view, reality is fundamentally timeless, and time appears only as correlations between shifting quantum states, like a shadow cast by something deeper we cannot directly observe or touch. Which means the ticking clock hanging quietly on your wall may be less like a fundamental force woven deep into nature and more like a story your own brain constructs to make sense of a universe that does not actually flow at all. And here is the twist that changes everything. If time is emergent rather than fundamental, then the moment you are living right now is not sliding towards some distant future. It is simply one frozen frame among infinite others, equally real, equally permanent, existing forever within the structure of reality itself. Nothing you have ever lived is truly lost. Nothing that will happen is undecided. It all already is, waiting quietly in the architecture of existence. Some physicists even suggest that death, in this framework, is not an ending at all, but merely the edge of your particular frame within a block that never stops existing. Every conversation you have ever had, every sunrise you have watched, still exists somewhere in that structure, untouched by whatever we call the present. So when this video ends, that ending will not disappear into some vanished, forgotten past. It will simply exist, unchanging forever, in a universe where nothing truly passes and nothing is ever really gone. If every moment already exists forever, are you truly living your life moment by moment, or simply witnessing one frame at a time, a story that was quietly and always already going to happen exactly this way?